Peace be to you all. Assalamu alaikum. Omar here. So today it is April 27th. Oh, that's, for some of you guys, it's not a big deal. For those of you all who are applying to PA school, today's the day you submit your CASPA application. Oh, you get all your stuff in, your transcripts, your personal statements, hopefully your recommendations, your shadowing hours, your direct patient contact hours. Ooh, you wait. Some schools have already started interviewing people, which is crazy, but that's the way it is. That's PA school for you. Super, super fast. Everything's condensed. You do 2 years of 1 year of didactic. You start your rotations, and you do them with the 3rd and 4th year medical students, and you're expected to perform on par with them. You can't be like, I'm just a PA student, I don't know. Embarrass your profession program. Whew, that's a lot, but that's par for the course. If you're an academic and clinical warrior, like you're preparing to be in PA school. So, having said that, you guys have a lot to prepare for in a very little time, and I don't mean to exclude other people who may not be applying to PA school, but I want to talk to you guys. So, one of the things that I require, I have pre-PA students shadow me at the private practice where I work, and I ask to see their transcripts. I want to know what your grades are like. You know, if you're gonna ask me to let you shadow you, and then write you a recommendation at the end of it, I need to know, what am I working with quantitatively? You know, if you have, I had a young lady, told this story before, I had a young lady with a 2.95 GPA, which was not the minimum requirement. And she shadowed me, and I was like, hey, you gotta get that 0.5 point up somewhere. Take art or something, 3 credit art class or something, to bump it up to a 3.0. But I guess my topic is owning up to less than desirable performances in your past. And this is a lesson in life too. We've all of us, ain't none of us perfect. None of us are perfect. We've all done things to ourselves and to others which we sorely regret. I'll say this as an aside, we don't have confession in Islam. I don't want people like telling me, oh, I did this to this person, I robbed the bank or stole some money. Keep that between yourself if you didn't get caught. So you try to compensate. It's a beautiful bird. Try to compensate people and systems for the damage that you may have caused. But, you know, own up to your shortcomings. So if you get bad grades, own up to your shortcomings. I was interviewed for medical school. I got as far as the medical school interview back in 1995, I think it was. Dr. Obed C. Trout from Howard University. I had a bunch of D's, W's, C's, a measly 3.0, no, 3.2 GPA, and a daggone 2.8 science GPA, which was horrible. My MPAS scores were they were okay, but they weren't stellar. They weren't stellar enough to compensate for my very mediocre GPA. And the doctor who interviewed me said, explain these to me. And he had underlined all my bad grades. He's from Trinidad, so he had this deep baritone. Explain these grades to me. And they were scattered all over my my transcript. And it was a horrible, horrible undergraduate performance. A trifling pre-med student if ever there was. But that's what I was. You know, and I had to say, look, I was a poor student. You know, I didn't figure out what to do till like my senior year, my last semester of my senior year of college, which I can tell you most people don't care about. You excelling in that if you do well. It's like, what were you doing with the other 4 years? That's what I always want to do. And I said, I've got no excuse. Oh, look at these guys. Come on. Let's see if they get out of my way. Come on, guys. I want no problem with you. Well, go. Go. All right. Yep. I'll go in the other way. Those deers are too close. But anyway, let's see if they'll get out. Go on. Oh, crap. So, we got deer in DC. I'm not messing with those deer. There might be a fawn around. Anyway, he gave me his recommendation for med school. I didn't get in, obviously, but you know, for other reasons, which I'll talk about in other videos, inshallah, Lord willing. But it spoke to my ability to be self-aware. Like, a self-aware person doesn't make excuses for themselves. I mean, we all have excuses, especially in this day and age of everybody wants to be a victim. My God, it's gotten comical now. I'm a victim. We're the most victimized people. No, we're the most victimized. No, we're the new black. It's crazy. But life and your fate does not care about your race, your creed, your ethnicity, your orientation, whatever it is, and where you're from, nationality, it doesn't care. That's life. It's the harsh reality of life. So you have to, you know, there are things that you know, powerful people do to people who don't have power. There's toxic dynamics that make it harder for people to succeed, whatever success looks like to an individual or a community. But you can't go through life making excuses for yourself for every little thing. You have to own up to it. You have to say, listen, I didn't study. Like I finally said, listen, I did not study the way I needed to. Other people could get away with cramming for exams at the last minute. I couldn't. I lacked the intellectual acumen in certain courses like general chemistry, which just destroyed my GPA. But you have to own up to your shortcomings. That's the only way you're going to develop a game plan to make, you know, achieve your goals, you know, because PA school is merciless. It is merciless, just like other schools, medical school, nurse practitioner school. You know, there's no mercy. Give me one more chance. Is that out here? You know, and I'll tell you this. You know, they need people. I've been on admissions committees before. You know, schools want people who they think can make it through their program. So if they look at your track record and say, well, look, you were a crappy or a mediocre undergrad. How are you going to make it in this program? It's not going to happen. You know, based on your trend, this is why we have credit scores, right? You know, if you got a certain credit score, you don't get that loan for your car or your house or whatever. You know, so you got a crappy credit score. You know, according to our records, you haven't paid stuff one time. You know, so school is the same way. So I tell students, like, look, let me see your transcript. I ask them about the courses. Everybody's got a sob story for why they had a poor performance one semester. You can get away with it maybe in your first semester of your freshman year because it's understood you were an 18-year-old young person trying to figure out college life. But after that, man, you're expected to get yourself together and be an adult and take accountability for your schedule and you're studying, and be a master of your time. That takes maturity. That's the way it is. Anyway, I ramble on. I'm almost done my Wednesday 5K. I wish you guys the best of success in your positive endeavors. If you want me to mentor you and you need shadowing hours as a PA, you're welcome to reach out to me. I'm here in Washington, D.C., in Maryland. So I wish you guys the best of success in your positive endeavors. Peace.